So welcome to today's presentation. We're glad to have you join us today. Just a couple of housekeeping items before we get started. If you just wanted to keep yourselves on mute as the presentation is going on, then feel free. You can unmute yourself, ask any questions that you have. If you feel more comfortable and want to use a text chat, you could do that too, and I could watch those questions and bring them to Rhonda and Maggie. So I wanted to welcome back. We've had them present in the past, and they did such a fabulous job that we're really happy to have you back again. So Moonray Media is a boutique social media and digital marketing agency specializing in elevating independent brands. Rhonda Sharp and Maggie Curran work together, specializing in elevating independent brands and businesses with their digital media and marketing material needs. Rhonda has over 25 years of sales and marketing experience from the educational publishing industry, and Maggie is a graduate of Sir Wilfrid Laurier in media and communications. They formed Moonray Media over 2 years ago and have enjoyed their small business journey and helping others grow their business. Welcome back, ladies.
Thanks, Lori. Appreciate it. Hi, everyone. We appreciate your time today. It's always, people get so busy, so it's just always nice to have opportunity to meet and greet everyone. We're just going to whip over to our slide deck, and we will get started in 1 second. So we really wanted to, in this presentation, go for the really clear top 10 media strategies that really do work for our clients. And I just felt like sharing, and every small business should just put this on your radar and really, really try to chip away at it and get organized for your small business promotions and marketing for sure. So today's session is, I'm going to start in a minute as soon as I do it. So we're going to dive into how to understand these strategic ideas with some tactical reasons, tactical actions on how to do and execute a best social media. I think it's really important to always have a strategy with social media and really look at what are the best practices to get to that and accomplish those strategies. But first, who are we? Lori already kind of introduced us. We'll just introduce ourselves a bit more. Moonray Media, so we've been around for over 2 years now. We kind of formed during the pandemic. And we do a lot of things. We do 2-on-1 coaching. We have worked a lot with the NOW grant in the North for businesses to take advantage of that. So if anybody's interested, we have a good relationship with them. Social media audits, we do social media strategies, we do content photography for locals. We do website design, as well as working all through strategic calendarization of content and logos and brand design. So we do lots of things. My name is Rhonda, as we already mentioned. I do have over 25 years. I don't want to keep adding on that number. Let's be honest, ladies. I mean, 25 is enough, right? There's more, but we don't have to talk about that. In educational publishing, so all over Canada, I actually worked for different publishers and had a great experience, but really understood the need for clear communication and marketing strategies and sales delivery and how to grow your business and business development. It was really key for my world. I like to also really work with our group that come to us, our clients, and organize their brands. And I really, really get happy when I see their successes. It makes me very proud.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'll just quickly reintroduce myself as well. My name is Maggie Curran, and I am the creative lead and social media specialist at Moonray Media. So I graduated from the communications program at Laurier, and I really try to bring a more contemporary perspective to branding and social strategy for our clients. So I'm really always looking out for trends and where things are headed in the digital marketing realm, and trying to help our clients stay on top and ahead of the game.
So today we're going to quickly go over these are the strategies we really want you to wrap your head around. So development of your brand, define the value and the service or product that you offer, determine your social media content buckets. We'll talk about what that is. Produce authentic and quality posts, be efficient and consistent, which is a struggle sometimes, but we're going to give you some tactical methods to get that done. Connect with your industry, connect with your community, utilize targeted marketing, and execute targeted business awareness campaigns. And mostly have fun. Is that possible? You have to. We really do see that about 58% of the global population are using social media. That's a large group. This is a free service for your business to get involved with and really can be a tipping point for your business. To have a strategy to raise brand awareness and connect with potential customers, engage with your community, and use those tools to get to the right customer is really effective. So strategy number one is to develop your brand. This is key. You really have to sit and look at it and really connect to what your brand is. And what we mean by that is first research thoroughly your competition. So I see some folks, they do their brand kind of in isolation without relating it to what's actually happening out in the world. So researching your competition is really important because you have to think of your customer's point of view and what do they see and how they can make an educated decision on your product or service. They will look at your competition. So you have to be relatable within that realm. So that means, pick a color that's very suitable to your brand, that's maybe not your competitor's color, for example. Develop a logo that relates to your brand. Sometimes I see folks pick a logo that's not relevant to what they're doing. So there's a loss of translation in what folks are trying to relate to what their aesthetic is. So that's really key to look for something that people can understand or relate to what your logo is. And then define your aesthetic. What does that look like? What is your voice of your product? What are your color palette? And from that, you want to develop your value proposition. So I really want to hear what people say about their business or their service in an elevator speech, which is 1 or 2 sentences. So that value proposition has to come clearly through in that 1 or 2 sentences. Harder than you think. Strategy number 2. So that again rolls into what I just talked about, defining the value of your product or service. So this 1 or 2 sentence pitch is something you really have to curate those words and what is it you do. So for Maggie and I, a boutique social media agency, so boutique suggesting we are a small team, social media team specializing in brand development. So that really talks about how we build aesthetic, how we build logos, how we build brand, and web design and content creation. So within that 1 sentence, you really understand what we do. These services that we just talked about, like I just read, go up to the top there to your bio in Instagram and Facebook. So you have that clear sentence so people instantly know what their service and what you do and provide. It's important to set up a professional page on Facebook. So you have your personal page, your personal profile. From your personal profile, you can connect a professional page. And that allows you then to use some other apps and technical things that we're going to talk about if you have that professional page set up. Also on your Instagram, you should choose a professional setting for your profile, which with also the category that it suggests that. So if it's whether it's a real estate agent or artist, or there's all different categories. So it's also great to have that professionalism set up that way, which also in the end can connect to these apps that we're going to share that give you a better service connection. Connecting your website or build a link tree to highlight each offering is really important. So what you're seeing here on the screen is Moonray Media's link tree that's on Instagram. So it immediately helps you break down your different areas to either show your website, how to connect on LinkedIn. You can put PDFs on here if that's important, if there's some important reading material that you want to share. You can connect to, if you're a realtor, you can connect to houses that are for sale. So it allows you to put different links in one library versus where Instagram usually just has one link available. This link tree allows you to break that down into other offerings. We also really encourage people to establish a Google business page through Google Maps. So apparently it's now through Google Maps, not a Google business icon anymore. You can just do it right on the maps and post some pictures of your service and try to really keep that updated. You have to remember human interaction. When you go, for example, out for dinner, you would Google the restaurant first and see what time it's open. And maybe there's some pictures in there you're attracted to. Then you'd probably go to their social media and see some more pictures of what their food they're offering. And then maybe go to their website and maybe there's a reservation key there. So those three elements that tie it all together in the way it's trending, that human behavior is understanding information for services and products. The Google business page is part of that triad. So we really encourage people to create that. And it's also free. Strategy number 3 is we really encourage folks to define their social media content buckets. And what we mean by that is that you really want to post based on your market research of value, your brand personality, and your services. So once you develop your template and your colors and your brand, we use a tool called Canva, C-A-N-V-A, and you can put in your color palette, your fonts, your aesthetic, and it really presents an easy tool for you to develop these templates in these bucket areas. So for example, we like to post about information about ourselves and our service. We like to educate our clients on our feed about social media trends and what's happening out there, and maybe some aesthetic ideas on posting. And then we like to just put out fun pictures, something that's trending, something that gives people some inspiration on how to build good ideas. So some entertainment. So inform, educate, and entertain. Those are our 3 buckets. So we like to really have folks think about those buckets, build templates from those 3 buckets, and then you have content and a strategy when you go to post. It's not just every day thinking of what to post today. Strategy number 4, we like to really encourage our clients to produce authentic and quality content. It's easier said than done, I think, because we really encourage folks to put themselves out there, get a friend to do a photo shoot, really look at what aesthetics appeal to your followers or your competitors' followers, get into their social media, see who's following them, and you can follow them. So really make a strategic effort of making a plan to find those followers and the quality that they're an aesthetic they're looking at, and try to build that for yourself as well. So also using the templates in Canva will really help you, give you ideas. There's lots of great ideas in there for free that you can utilize and then put your own content in. Having researched those Instagram accounts in your industry for what they're doing, it's okay. You can copy what they're doing. We have a few clients that one lady, for example, she's a naturopath and she follows a few people, and I always want her direction on what content she likes, because it's really her brand. So instead of me figuring out how she likes to talk about immunity, for example, I get her to tell me who she follows regarding information on building your immunity and boosting your immunity. And then I kind of follow that lead. So it's just not starting from scratch all the time. So it helps you build good ideas from what's working out there. That's the way you have to look at it. Also gathering testimonials from clients. You put a template together in Canva as part of your services bucket that tells people what you've done well for other people is always a great post. Making reels of your services, that would be making videos and using the templates for photos, for example. So you don't necessarily have to have video. You can make a video out of a bunch of photos that you've taken about your service or content. So that service or products, which is a really nice way to do a video that is trending right now. So videos are really key. So the video just gets encouraged by many platforms. TikTok has really put it out there that video is king. Instagram is trying to make video king, but some people are resisting that trend. So it's kind of on the fence right now, but it is a great way to show value in your product. When you go to do a reel, if you wanted to, you can search through some of the reels and see templates, and you just pick that template and you can load your media. It's already timed out for you if it's to maybe a certain type of music that you like, and you can just reload your media in there and Instagram will do all the work for you. So that's a really great way to get the fear of doing some reels on your own. If you want to post carousels, for example, as well, in Instagram in particular, that's where you post more than one picture. That would be the second trending, most popular post model out there that Instagram really likes. There's just certain things that pop up in on these social platforms that encourage users to do certain things. And right now, we would say number one are videos, and number two are doing carousels. Strategy number 5, I think, is really important to be efficient and consistent. And I hear this from our small business workers all the time, that it's really, really hard to just be on the ball and get stuff posted. It's really taxing for some people. I find that we like to encourage some of our clients to use, it's called the Later app, and it is a calendarization of all your content. There's a free version that's out there that you can plan 10 posts a month for free on up to 4 or 5 platforms. So you can do Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and TikTok, but it's weird. It's just video. So we'd have to be doing just video, and LinkedIn as well. So that's a really, really great tool for you to utilize to be efficient. All you do is then develop your content in Canva, develop your templates under your brand colors, download it all on your laptop, and then upload it into Later. And you can move them around to develop a nice flow and aesthetic appeal. You then would be posting your buckets. So 3 different posts for your different buckets that you've chosen. And from that, then you'd sporadically put them through the month. You'd also then have holidays that you want to talk about, or special events, or anything else that comes up within your mix. And you've got your whole month. It's done. Is that easy? Doesn't seem to be. So, yeah, so I think that those are the first top strategies that we really encourage for everybody. On top of it, to post stories, which are the 24-hour little icon in Instagram and Facebook that help people stay connected to their community and relatable. We really encourage people to do 3 to 4 stories a week for sure. And that allows you to have lots of client interaction and really personal updates efficiently. Now I'm going to pass you over to Maggie to do some more strategies.
Okay, so we're going to move on to strategy number 6, which is connecting with your industry. So we're going to be looking at tagging as a key for growth on social media. So each social media platform has different tagging features that are able to increase your content's discoverability. But today we're just going to be focusing on Instagram's tagging features. So hashtagging, as I'm sure you all know, is a way to label and categorize your content. So in their most simple function, hashtags fuel a search engine within Instagram, which allows users to search for relevant content that they're interested in. Hashtags can also be used as a reference for Instagram's algorithm, so it can categorize your content and suggest it to users that are likely to be interested in it. Similar to hashtags is keyword tagging. Basically, Instagram keyword tagging picks up certain keywords in your profile, in your caption, and when people search for those keywords, your content will pop up through that search engine. Profile tagging, as I'm sure you all have used, is basically when you tag another profile in your photo. But this is actually a really great business tool, as you can actually tag influencers, other business accounts. You can even tag accounts that will feature your account for more exposure. So really try and do some research and find some accounts that you could start tagging to bump up your content's discoverability. Similar to this is Instagram mentions, and this basically is when you are tagging someone in the caption of your post. So instead of like a black little tag on the photo there, it's going to be in your caption. And next is geotagging, which is also known as location tags. So Instagram allows you to put a location on your post. So you can use this to show where the photo was actually taken. As you can see on our picture there, this photo was taken in Burlington, but it actually also shows people where you are servicing or providing your products or services. So we like to focus on like the Oakville, Burlington, Southern Ontario area. And when people search that area on Instagram, they might come across our posts and our businesses because we've tagged that location. So strategy number 7 is still talking about how to connect with your community. And we're going to be looking at engagement. You might have heard this term before, but engagement is a really, really important thing to focus on when you're trying to grow on social media. So we like to recommend people to cut out a time frame in the day where you can focus on engagement, because it is very time consuming. And if you're focusing on the other parts of your business, you're not going to have time to sit on your phone all day and be commenting and following people. So if you can, try and set out or carve out a certain time of the week or day where you can really focus on engaging with others in your community on social media. So some ways to do this are to research your competitors and engage with their followers. This is kind of like a little cheat way to grab people's attention who are likely to be interested in your business. You can also search hashtags and keywords that are relevant to your business. So for instance, we would be searching on our end, social media businesses, social media tips, and people who are using these hashtags. We will be engaging with those people to further build our online community. So strategy number 7 is to utilize targeted marketing. Oh, sorry, strategy number 8. So utilizing targeted marketing. So social media advertising is a very popular choice for small businesses because it's actually a pretty affordable way to get a really targeted ad out onto social media. So for example, you can actually target your ad to a local area. So if you are a local business and you're trying to stay within that area, you can actually target your ads to only show up to people in that area. So Facebook and Instagram, you can do video ads. customer offers, carousel images, lead generation, page likes, event responses, and more. It's a really comprehensive tool. We actually prefer Facebook ads over Instagram ads just because they are a little bit more comprehensive, but both have given us pretty great results. So your ad always needs to include a clear call to action and always driving traffic to your website. So you can put out an ad advertising a product, but people might just scroll past it. But we found that actually including call to action terms like visit my website, buy my product, learn more, it gives people an easier way to actually go to your page or go to your website so they know what you're actually trying to get them to do. We find that LinkedIn is a really great option for small businesses, especially B2B businesses, because you can really target professionals in specific industries and within certain jobs. So strategy number 9 is to execute targeted business awareness campaigns. So you really want to try and spread the word about your business. So this is more in general marketing terms, but in addition to marketing yourself on social media, you can also do like more tactical marketing strategies like creating marketing materials to hand out at events or giving to family members and clients to spread the word. So whether that's like a pamphlet or a little business card, this is a really helpful addition onto digital marketing to spread the word of your business. A fun little thing that you can do that is kind of gaining popularity is including a QR code on whatever you are handing out, whatever marketing material you're using. And the QR code can basically go to your website or to your social media. I'm sure you guys have used QR codes to like look at menus and stuff. This is basically the same thing, but you can create your own QR code to direct your audience to your website or your social media. So we always like to encourage our clients to develop a QR code of their own to include in their marketing material. And we also recommend for our clients to sign up for WiseStamp. So if you've ever sent an email, you might have noticed people have sort of customized signatures there that include direct links to their website or their social media. This is also another great way if you're communicating over email to just have yourself branded and have clear links directing people to your website and your social media. And strategy number 10 is, like we said, have fun. We really love social media because it's honestly like a fun and creative space that you should be having fun with. So it's really great to just show your personality through your posts and all your interactions, because it's going to make a better impression on people. Instead of being a generic kind of robot presence online, it's really, really important for people to be authentic and show their personality through everything that they do online.
Hey,
It's
Rick.
also very important to be
Hey, how are
kind.
you?
Oh. It's also very important to be kind. So even if someone is criticizing your work or your service, it's always good to
Your kid's
just be
okay?
really calm.
Back to school?
Sorry, 1 second. I'm just trying to find,
That's okay.
sorry. Go ahead. I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay. Yeah, just, you know, a lot of people, it's just the nature of social media. People can definitely take the low road and use social media to criticize you or your business, but it's never good to retaliate back with negative energy. Always be positive and always create a nice, happy place for people on your social media. Some other fun things to do to boost your followers is to run a contest. So everyone is always going to be interested in receiving gifts or free giveaways, but this is also a great way for you to gain some visibility out of it. So if you have a product or service that you're able to give away for people in exchange to follow you and like your content, This is kind of like a win-win situation, and it's also going to help build a more loyal community and audience base. And of course, have fun when you're creating your strategies, when you're creating your content. People will know when you're having fun and playing with it and not being too serious, because it shouldn't be too serious. You should just try and let your most positive aspects of you and your business shine through. And just some final words to mention. So we always like to recommend people to not really focus too much on vanity metrics. So vanity metrics are basically follower count, like going viral, which, these are obviously good things. And people obviously love to gain more followers, but gaining followers it's not actually an accurate way to measure the success of your social media strategy. So engagements that you should be focusing on metrics that you should be focusing on are your engagement metrics, which is measuring how much people are responding to your content. So your likes, your comments, are people sharing your posts? That is really what is going to help give you a better idea of what is actually doing well on your social media.
And if you get a new customer, that's really key to what you're trying to do out there. So if you get a customer from it, then that's great. You're doing the best you can.
Yes. It's also good to not worry too much about the small things like hashtagging and posting times. Best times to post was like a really big thing a few years ago. People were super concerned, like, I have to post on this exact hour and exact minute to reach as many people, but it's actually not the case anymore. It's kind of not really worth it to worry about that. And we really recommend focusing more on your actual strategy and the quality of your content. So going on to the next point, that should be your number one goal. Content is king on social media. It's a very visual platform. So you want to make sure that your content is visually appealing. It's nice to look at. It's, fun things to learn about. And then you go from there. So set realistic goals for yourself. It is a slow and steady game. We've had so many clients that are like, I need to have 1,000 followers by tomorrow. And we're like, that's not how it works. Unfortunately, you just need to be patient, but be consistent. And as long as you're consistent, you will start to see that those goals are being reached. And finally, you need to keep your social media streamlined and focused, and don't hop on any and every trend that pops up. So there are a lot of trends that pop up. Some are great, some are not great, and some are not really relevant to everyone that's using Instagram. So if it doesn't make sense for your business to participate in a certain trend, we would recommend just staying away from it altogether and really just focusing on content that's actually going to be relevant to your audience and what you do as a business. All right.
I feel like that was a bucket of cold water we just splashed on everyone. Are there any questions?
Yeah, if there's any questions, please feel free to unmute yourselves and ask. And right now there's nothing in the chat.
Okay, people are in shock.
That was really great.
When you say follow your competitors and engage with their followers, like, what do you mean? Like, you're not pissing them off or looking like...
No, there's no way for people to, like, if I was a business and you were looking at my followers and following them, there's really no way for me to know that. But it's just a quick way. Like, let's say I'm a bakery and I'm opening up in a certain location and there's a bakery within my location. I can look at who their followers are because I know those people actually want to follow like a bakery account. So it's just more so finding people who are more likely to be interested in what you're posting.
So what do you mean engage with their followers? Like,
Well, you can click on their profiles, you can follow them, you can say, hi, I just wanted to let you know that I'm opening a bakery next week in Thunder Bay, and I'd really, love you to drop by. So it's your kind of, you almost have a captured audience already established through somebody else's business. And you can just kind of go through and see if there's anybody in there that you want to connect to, and just start chatting with them drop them a message. So it's kind of
okay, just a one-on-one
tricky,
thing.
sneaky way to get people to come to follow you.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, thanks.
I'm feeling a brick wall from you.
Labor intensive, but yeah.
Yeah, you just chip away at it. You just chip away at it.
Like we were talking about engagement before and carving out a certain time to focus on this type of stuff. Because you could do it all day, but obviously no one has time for that. So let's say you might be pretty not busy on a Friday afternoons. You're like, every Friday for an hour in the afternoon, I'm going to focus on social media engagement. Like that could be a great starting point.
Or it could be also kind competition too. So we have a client that has a consignment shop, and I connect with other consignment shops in the area because it's very community oriented, and they're very happy to share the business, and they're very happy for other people's success. So that's one that's kind of built a community on that. And we chat to each other all the time, and we lift each other up on whatever event or post that they're doing. We're like, good for you, that looks awesome, congratulations. We have, bakery, for example. We do have a bakery client, and there's a bakery that's randomly in LA that loves our bakery. Like, she's in Los Angeles, it's not even local, but there's a lot of nice communication and community development back and forth. So it can be very positive. That makes sense.
That's a great idea. I always like that. It's not like that. What is it? Co-opetition sort of thing.
Mhm.
Like that. Yeah, that's awesome to hear.
Yeah, we like to encourage that.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any other questions that they might have? No, nothing in the chat either. Well,
Is that like new information, or do we just spill over what everybody knows already? We just kind of went for the jugular on it and just kind of spilled out what this is what you need to do. But is it new information or just
some of it was new, even for me.
Helen? And you
And I
are a
love you
crazy
guys.
girl.
So yes, some of it was new for me even, and you guys have been telling me what to do, and I still don't behave. But anyway, I'm working on it. I made some more notes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, it is a process, so you can't do it all at once. It's really taxing to do it all at once. So even if like today you went on Canva and you saw what wonderful things are on there, and so that's why we broke it down into 10 strategies. Just take a strategy a month even, and I'm going to do that this month. And we're professionals at it. We can whip this off, as you know, quickly, but lots of people are doing so many other things, right? So this is just something truly, and Helen is a wonderful example of how she has fun with it. She really, really went from being stressed about it to seeing the value in the aesthetic. And she's just doing such wonderful things now. And we're really proud of her.
Thanks. And you guys do wonderful things for me. So thank you. So if you need somebody, go. This is a paid testimony.
Paid advertising, is it?
Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. I have another meeting. Thank you so much again, because I really did learn more today. Thanks.
Okay.
See you, Helen.
See you. Bye.
Well, I just wanted to actually, sorry, I didn't realize my camera was off. Sorry. I just want to say thank you so much. Oh, did someone else have a question?
Sorry, I have a quick question.
Yeah, for sure.
I just want to know, what would your advice be and input be for like when it comes to posting, like I guess the balance between more like salesy side to more of like the, the tips and the education side of it?
Yeah, so there actually is a formula for that. And we always recommend like a 80-20 balance, where it's only 20% of your content that is actually going to be promoting your business and your products. Because people, like, if you look at why people are on Instagram, it's really to be entertained, honestly. Like, if your account is just constantly buy this, I'm selling this, all sales, people, it really turns people off from that. And that's when you usually lose followers. So when you incorporate more of the fun stuff and kind of sneak in some sales, that's kind of a better strategy to use.
And testimonials speak for themselves, and it shows you validity for your products or services, and just information or industry information about your product or service. And did you know? And just value added, always value added. Like, what am I going to get out of that? Instead of, oh, here's your product again for, I saw that. And it's in your bio. And you want to lead people through an experience, not just have kind of a closed question. This is what I offer, period. You really want to build your story and why there's value to that service or product. Can you tell I was in sales forever?
Thank you.
No problem.
Well, that's great.
Does that
And-
help, Dana?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it does. I thought I was unmuted there. Yeah, it does.
So Dana, what do you do? Tell us your story.
Well, I actually basically sort of do the same line of work that you guys do. I'm in Thunder Bay. I just opened my business like 4 or 5 months ago. I was in the marketing department for Toyota, and then I left to just start my own thing. But I do graphic design and websites for people. So yeah, just kind of, that balance of, it's hard, because I want to promote myself, but at the same time, you never really want to. It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think people will see your services through other things. We like to post kind of weirdo things sometimes, like I think, and I'm telling you, we get more from, we posted stuff about The Shining and Halloween, and it's just, you got to have fun with it. You have to have fun with it. So, you have your talent, Dana. You have your experience. It'll shine through, but show your talents through your personality as well. I think is really important.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Well, is there any other questions before we close up?
When you have something entertaining and funny and you want to post, does it always have to be tied to your product, or
No.
no?
As long as it's like within your brand. So when you're building like your brand and what is kind of on like within the voice of what makes sense, then it's okay to sort of go beyond what is relevant to your brand. Like on our Instagram, we post a lot of random things that aren't really related to social media, but it's kind of building the story of who we are and our personality. And it looks on brand, even if it doesn't feel like it is in brand. If that makes
So
sense.
we have a little bit of a vintage feel to our if you see our social media feed. So, we might be talking about Friday fun nights or whatever, but it's a nice vintage shots that it would be connected to, sort of thing. So I have another example for something fun is we have quite a few realtors that we work with. And one in particular that I work with, she's very animated. And every season I do a blooper reel with her because it's just hilarious. And because I do so much video work with her that like we just have these funny, and people look forward to her blooper reels. Like it's just in her office. People bring it up. People have given her standing ovations because is it on brand? No, but it's her showing a house and she does all these things. And it really is amusing. So it's been so it's very fun, but it's on brand, if that makes sense. So it's her showing houses or her showing something. It's all about her doing her business, but it's a blooper reel. So it's on brand. And our little brick wall here, what is your name? What do you do?
Donna, career
Hi, Donna.
transition.
I don't
coach.
see Donna. All I see is a brick wall, Donna. Donna, what's your business? What's going on there?
Career transition coach.
Okay. Like from doing when people lose their job or something, or?
Or if they're, you want to pivot or change or
Mm-hmm.
switch.
Nice. What would be your elevator speech on your job?
Yeah, it's here on my, I equip knowledge workers with the tools and resources they need to explore and discover their best career fit so they can find and do meaningful work.
Nice. There you go. Sounds good. We need to get you another image beside a brick wall, though.
Well, I was thinking I film a lot of nice clips when I was at the zoo and stuff, and I was going to tie it in with the Enneagram at work animals, because when you do the Enneagram at work, you can match it to an animal and talk about that, what kind of animal personality you are and what kind of work would fit you.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
But I have this sarcastic political thing as well, where I want to poke fun at things but not totally related. I would gather these packets of ketchup, and it's like, this is how you make tomato sauce when you're on a budget kind of thing. But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
how am I
cute.
gonna tie that up to, but
Yeah, but that's maybe between paychecks, you got to make some tomato sauce. Here you go.
yeah, when you're in a job you can't leave, right? To pay.
Yeah, there you go.
And I
You can
guess-
always tie it in.
Yeah.
That's funny. Awesome.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. And thank you both for coming back to present. We really appreciate you. And I know I'll be like Helen, those were things that were new to me. So it was great
Wow.
having you to present. So thank you so much.
Yeah, our pleasure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you,
would love
everybody.
have to have you back again in the new year for sure.
Yes, thank you very much, Lori. We always love it. Thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Yeah. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.